terminar el juego. Para terminar la historia de The World Among Us. Es el último capítulo. Tengo miedo. No quiero que acabe el juego. No estoy preparado yo para esto. O sea, capítulo 5, que es el último, y terminamos ya el juego. Y la historia y todo. Qué fuerte. Vale, terminamos hoy. Episodio 5, Incitando al lobo se llama. Vamos a darle. A ver qué pasa en el último capítulo. No quiero acabar el juego.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Resumen de capítulos anteriores para los que no lo habéis visto.
Not if I can avoid it.
No estoy preparada para esto.
No.
¿Estás cocinando un guisito ahora? Qué rico.
Holly's sister.
Aproveche.
Lily.
Tengo un hambre ahora, yo también. Más entre los hambre todos.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
Pero bueno, no.
We're destroying the tree. No! What monsters are you? What horrible, evil, villainous, warped monsters are you?
No deberíamos haberle hecho eso, hecho eso a esa anciana, pobrecita.
After everything we fucking been through.
Ahora me da penita, la verdad.
To give me a straight answer.
Uf. Esto fue...
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
No sé si el capítulo de hoy será más largo.
Get the crooked man. Make sure you bring him back alive.
Espero que pasen
He has to
cositas
stand trial.
guays, la verdad.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have
Este
a
juego de
great
Tale
deal
Game,
to
sí.
discuss.
Sí es. Lo que tienes debajo del cuenta atrás también está mal. Porque... ahora todo perfecto. Episodio 5, incitando al lobo. Lo había leído mal, creo.
You must be tired.
Varita del hombre torcido. Por las noches. Yo creo que se vale aquí, ¿eh? Tengo miedo. A ver qué pasa.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat?
Espera, para un momento para responderos. ¿El viernes carnaval? ¿Ya ha sido el carnaval? Fue el viernes. El carnaval no fue el hoy, o sea que es carnaval, ¿no? Y el sábado fue el desfile. O ayer hacéis más carnaval. ¿De qué trata el juego? Pues es una historia, obviamente, de los personajes de los cuentos. En plan está la sirenita, Blancanieves, el hombre no, el lobo feroz, que es el protagonista, el que estamos viendo ahora. Y es como que han salido del cuento para vivir la vida real. Y pues pasan cositas. Asesinatos y cosas de esas. Y están averiguando qué pasa. Era el viernes pasado, pero hace tiempo de mierda y este viernes. ¡Ah, qué guay! La verdad es que ha hecho un días de mierda estos días. Estoy aquí por una razón. Estoy aquí por una razón realmente. Pero donde yo vivo no se ha aplazado, creo.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
El calor es insoportable. Aquí al revés. Aquí que no, lo que pasa es que no ha parado de llover. Hoy sí que hace calor. En plan, no hace frío. Tampoco hay mucho calor, pero... Estás destruyendo esta ciudad, le vamos a decir.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
¿Quién haría
Who
eso?
would
Le voy a
try to
preguntar.
pull
A ver si
that
no dice
on
algo.
you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent
Perdón por estar tan
murders
callada,
that
es que me quiero
have
enterar de lo que es
taken
de
place
la
as of
historia
late,
también.
I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated
Y tampoco
by
se
an
lee muy bien
employee of
el
mine.
texto de este tío.
It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with in time.
Al final va a parecer buena
I just want
persona,
to
¿o qué?
settle the issue for you and
Ya sé
to
quién lo
show you
hizo.
that it's over with.
Le voy a preguntar porque no lo sé.
Bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff,
El hombre torcido
I have
recordará
complete
eso, pone
respect for
arriba.
you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
Es el calvo. ¿O no? A lo mejor yo estoy
You
pensando
really
que es él y
shouldn't
no es
worry
él, pero...
yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care
Me
of
está
it.
haciendo enojar.
So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
Yo soy la ley aquí.
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
¿Georgie? ¿Qué dice?
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You
Well,
got
¿en
what you
serio?
wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Fue él quien asesinó a las demás. A las chicas.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belongs.
¿Por qué lo harías?
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right.
No, yo creo que le mandó él,
Let's
sino
work
porque es.
something out.
What's there to work out?
Bueno, era su
I'm
jefe,
protected,
pero...
aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours.
A lo mejor
But you
sí
could
fue, no
murder
sé.
someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
¿Ves?
And then
You told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it.
Yo creo que le mandó él.
You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This
Es
is
gratis
right,
este juego,
bollocks,
no.
this.
Pero está baratito. No sé
You're
cuánto
just gonna
estaba.
let him do this?
Lo compré en Instant Game barato. Barato. No sé cuánto era.
So what do you say,
A ver, lo voy a
Sheriff?
mirar.
Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any
Me los llevaré a
trouble,
ambos.
Georgie.
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking
Barato,
me, you
bonito y
fucking
barato.
cunts. What the fuck is this shit?
Barato y
You
bonito,
said
sí.
you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you
Just
fuckers are?
get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but
Voy a
I think
buscarlo,
it's
¿cuánto
best if
cuesta?
you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere.
4,34
I'll roll over on
euros.
a lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you
Vienen
saying?
conmigo, los
I
dos.
already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go.
This could have gone so well.
No va a salir bien, no se va a liar.
To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Se va a liar por no hacer el trato con él. Me va a matar.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Sabía que se iba a liar. Por no hacer el trato con él, pero es que... Dios.
Take this.
Dios. Madre mía.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done.
¿Podremos salir de esta o moriremos?
I'd like to say it was
Hola,
nice
Drigar, ¿qué
knowing
tal? ¿Cómo
you.
estás? Mierda, la he liado. La he liado, la he liado. No lo he visto. No lo he visto por el chat. ¿Qué es esto? No lo comas.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on,
¿Cómo que no
we're
coma?
pretty much done here.
No me dices a mí.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your
No viene el chat ahora porque
insides
si no
turned
muero.
out.
Le han dado al hermano. Vale, no me han dado a mí. Pensaba que me iban a dar a mí otra vez. Ah, Alfonso, vale, vale. Oye, va, de momento vamos bastante bien, ¿eh? Tú sí puedes comer, obvio. No puedo realmente, todavía. No, pero luego come. Estoy leyendo ahí de reojo el chat, ¿sabes? Yo creo que vamos a sobrevivir. Con todos los que habían, ¿sabes? Al final se nos han escapado. A ver, ahora se puede leer. Ya ni comer se puede. ¿Qué estabas comiendo? Pelea, pelea.
Shit.
I know.
No. Se nos escapan. Poquito, De locos. Oye, ¿se escucha bien o se escucha demasiado fuerte el juego? ¿Qué es esta barra de aquí? ¿Veis la barra de salida de sala abajo? No sé qué es eso. Los vamos a perder. Está un poco fuerte. A ver ahora. Lo bajamos un poco. No sé si va a estar bien. Pero lo baja un poco más. Así mejor, perfecto. Madre mía, tú. Locura. Hemos caído en uno de ellos. Hemos elegido bien el coche. Ah, bueno, ahí estaba el otro. Me interesaban más los... Bueno, nos interesan los dos. Son los dos que buscamos. Bueno, me interesaba más a lo mejor el hombre torcido, pero bueno. Es el que manda. No, lo he liado. Creo que lo de abajo es la vida, ¿eh? Porque acaba de bajar. Lo hemos perdido. No lo he hecho bien.
Gun it.
Are you sure?
Do it.
He's not moving.
Keep going.
Dios. A ver si conseguimos cogerles alguno.
Come on.
Vamos, no se va a esconder. Volvió a ser humano. Investigamos el coche. Mira. No hay mucho.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Entra. Se va a morir, yo creo, ¿eh? Está un poco en la mierda.
Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
Tú te vienes
I'm
conmigo.
taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
¿Por qué lo proteges?
You can't seriously
¿Quién es
want to
asesino?
protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
Ahí fue él el que lo hizo, pero le mandó al otro. Entonces yo creo que nos interesa más al otro, ¿no?
You're wearing one yourself.
Aunque él también lo hizo él realmente, pero el otro lo mandó, entonces me debería de llevar a los dos, no solo a uno.
So it's all my fucking fault then. You fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Que no lo cuente, a lo mejor lo
Faith and the
entendemos.
others tried to pull a run on us, and as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care
Pero
of
porque
it.
lo hizo, porque se lo
You think
mandó,
I
bueno,
don't
si no le
know what
matan
that
a...
means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him, and I'd do it again. Cause it's not my fault. The
Sigue siendo
Crooked Man
responsable.
gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not.
Nos interesa más el hombre torcido.
Go ahead and arrest me then. But
Porque es verdad que este no tenía otra opción.
Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
Trata la culpa del otro, un poco más.
But
Pero
what was
lo
I
hizo
supposed to
también.
do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
Las pudiste haber dejado
You could
escapar
have done
también.
anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them, what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
¿Qué
I
quieres
told
decir?
you.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith.
Ah, que se muere si
So
se lo
don't you
quitan.
come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
Ha estado
Can't
ayudándolo.
fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, so you've been helping this asshole? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die. When we
Que
built
han
this
muerto bastante
place,
ya.
it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick.
La que está
Discretion
también
was
es
our
culpable,
guarantee.
Todos son
How it
culpables, yo
started
creo.
anyway.
Bueno, los otros que
This is
estaban
supposed
también.
to be our
Aunque no
place.
mataron ellos.
We were gonna be in charge
Sí,
for
estaban con
once,
el hombre
and
torcido
nobody would
ese.
try to control us or use us. That was the point. And the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you
Solo un
get it
ratito,
now?
vale, ya está.
Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit.
Encontraremos otra manera, hay que
Find another
matarla.
way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can.
about me
Y voy a
like I'm
recordar
not
eso por
even
arriba.
here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience.
Si tiramos de lazo
Don't
la
I gotta
matamos.
say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I
Claro que
wasn't
puedes.
really...
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here.
Le he dicho claro que puede hacer, a lo mejor le he dicho que se
I didn't
suicide.
mean-
Do you think I wanted to be this person?
No
What
sabe.
I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian,
Se va a tirar,
wait.
se va a tirar ella. La ha
Every
liado,
day
la ha
I have
liado.
to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care.
No le debería haber dicho eso.
Forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Narissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian.
Ah, no, le he preguntado qué estás haciendo.
Vivian. No. Fuck. No, 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 no. Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian. Shit.
Damn it!
Qué fuerte.
Vivian. I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Yo creo que no tiene yo la culpa, ¿no?
Oh.
No sé si tiene la culpa, voy a decirle claro que puede. Pero que no. Pero puede que sea. Aunque luego este le ha dicho no, en plan de que no lo hiciera.
Get up.
También se va a morir. Ya que asco.
Up. Don't think so, Bigby.
Se muere. Nosotros levántate y se está
I'm
muriendo.
gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right?
¿Por qué te preocupa?
Why do you care? Shouldn't you be more worried about yourself here?
Just wanted a nice image to part on. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is,
Yo no
just
soy
get it
eso.
over with.
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just
Madre
make
mía, que
it
se ha
quick.
liado en un momento. Lo voy a matar, te digo así, sí.
All right, Georgie.
Decidiste poner fin al sufrimiento de Jordi, sí, porque es que el pobre también. Vale. Ahora tenemos que encontrar al hombre torcido. A ver si lo encontramos. Vale. La limusina, pues sí, creo que está aquí, ¿eh? Artesanía de metal sepa más tarde esta, no sé. Esa misma noche.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Vale. Vamos a entrar.
Of course.
Paquetes con el símbolo del hombre torso.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Big Wolf.
¿Ves?
The big bad wolf.
Ah, ya. La Mary esa.
You used to be something. They used to fear you.
Fotos. Son fotos nuestras. Madre mía.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Madre mía. Banco de trabajo.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Estamos escuchando voces. Ah, que está ahí.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this
Todavía un
worse.
poquito.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Golpearla directamente.
Wow. What a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Y desaparece la tía esta. Por atrás. No está en cualquier lado. Mal rollo, ¿Le he dado o no? No sé si le he dado bien. Creo que no, le he dado. No sé. A ver, que le toque dar. Me voy a quedar todo parado. Madre mía. Me estaba tirando. Atrás. Nos convertimos, estaría bien, ¿no? punto de convertirse. Lobo. No le he dado, mierda. No le he dado. Me estoy liando. Me estoy liando muchísimo. Ah, no puedo. No, no lo he hecho bien. He fallado casi todo, tío. Que tiene cristales por el cuerpo. Mal rollo. Hostia. Hostia. Me va a liar muchísimo. ¿Pero qué es esto? Oye, le he dado bien. Oye, que le he dado. Le he dado, tío, pero vamos a ver. Uf, madre mía. Vale. No, le hemos liado. Ahora estamos en lobo, ¿no? El otro día se convirtió en lobo, pero es diferente. Joder. Yes. Uf, pensaba que fallaba, Pensaba que me iba a clavar en el ojo, pero no ha podido. ¿No lo hemos cargado? Pues sí, Lo hemos cargado. Espero. Tiene pinta. Que sí. Pues eso está absorbado.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Está tratando conmigo
Snow's
ahora.
not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
¿Por qué querrías
The
eso?
whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
No, no entiendo.
I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that.
Pero mandó a hacerlo.
For is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Entonces, ¿qué eres tú?
You're not a killer? Then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Pues sí,
There's
manda a
still
matar a la
a
gente.
lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Lo había llevado vivo.
You're often reckless. And I worry you're not thinking of the
Mi idea es llevarlo vivo, ¿eh?
honest question.
No lo quiero matar.
What do you really care about here?
Bueno, sí,
Where
pero
this
no.
case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of
El haber
our
torcido
people,
recordará
it's
eso con
my
mi
job
arriba.
to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie.
Pero él mandó matarlo.
He's
El
dead,
que mandan
isn't
todo.
he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather
Bien,
not
vamos, le voy a decir que nos vamos.
All right, let's go.
No lo voy a matar.
Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it.
Aceptaste los términos del hombre torcido, pues no arriba.
What do you say?
Ahora ya no
I'm
tienes
sure Miss
pistolita.
White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why
Arrestarlo.
she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
Escogiste perdonar al hombre torcido. No, perdonar no, es que lo quiero llevar vivo para saber respuesta, no perdonarlo. Es el que mandaba, realmente no fue el que asesinó, solo el que manda. Él tiene su culpa, pero tampoco lo mató él. A él.
I know.
Cámara de reposo en canto del edificio Woodland a la mañana temprano. Será la hora del juicio.
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to. He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run
Estoy
into
bien,
some
vamos a
trouble.
decir.
At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did
Un
well,
poquito.
Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know.
De que no le maté, vale.
I'm
No
just
confiaba en mí.
glad you made it back in one piece.
Ah, no, de que no he muerto yo.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie? Georgie?
I don't mean to
Tú diste la
interrupt
orden, le
you,
voy a
Miss
decir.
White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Se murió él solo.
Still out there?
Sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Lo maté.
I killed him. He's dead.
Pero no lo maté yo.
What?
Se murió él.
So you see,
Él me
the
estaba
culprit
atacando a
has
mí.
been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't.
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware
Déjala
of my
terminar, lo voy a
rights,
decir.
Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Se cree que es mejor, vamos.
If
Él
you
no aprecia
insist.
eso, pone arriba.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and
Malentendido.
providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
Secuestrar a Clara.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Déjenlo hablar, lo voy a decir.
Obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk, well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
A ver qué dice ahora.
This is ridiculous.
¿Por qué le quitan las esposas? Puede hablar perfectamente con las esposas puestas.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
Pero ¿y tú?
He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a
Lo has
bit of a
encubierto.
powder keg.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so
What
long?
cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
No
What's he
llamaré
talking
servicial a
about?
eso. Me atacaron.
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter, and I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics.
No he leído lo que
If they
ponía
don't
arriba.
follow orders, they'll end up dead.
No ha dado tiempo.
Let me explain.
Coño, no sé qué de la audiencia.
My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Archie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered.
Me va a salir lo del árbol.
With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And
Que pero hizo cosas que no debía.
They burned my tree to ashes. What?
No debería haber hecho eso, tío.
Burned it down?
You see?
Fue un error, voy a decir.
We shouldn't have done that to you.
Pero la verdad es que me arrepiento. Él no recordará eso, pon arriba.
She was helping Crane and the Crooked Man, but we could have handled the situation better. And I'm sorry for that.
What choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But
Estamos
I can
tratando de
promise to
protegerlos.
always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Él nunca se preocupó por...
Crooked Man cared about you. He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Ahora lo hemos hecho bien. Hemos empezado nuestro trabajo. Todos, ¿eh? Lo hemos hecho bastante.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
What about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie killed
Let me
him.
just make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time.
Voy a tomar un rato, te dejo puesto el PC para ver cómo juega. Pues muchas gracias y que te descanse. Tú eres el responsable.
You're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
Oh, ¿qué
He was
trato?
beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right. Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't
Él
be
era
serious.
sospechoso de
He was a
asesinato.
suspect, and I needed answers.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge.
No volveré, vale,
Sometimes it's
perfecto.
hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know.
Cálmense, por favor.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny?
No sé cómo va a acabar
Who
esto,
will
¿eh?
pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
¿Y ahora qué?
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Adelante.
Of course.
No vaya que no
Go
cuente.
right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Ella quería que todos fueran
Establish
libres.
some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa. My name is Nerissa.
Ahora sí puedo hablar todo lo que quiera.
It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people
Esto
who
lo
ever gave
confirmo.
a damn about me.
Si hay una confirmación,
This
pues.
just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was
Está ganando la
always
audiencia, pone arriba.
Georgie would have never
Estamos
done
ganando.
anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next.
Hay algunos que
quick
quieren
to
y otros que
latch
no,
onto
¿o qué?
whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't
Ha
let
acabado
you
de
go
hablar.
free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Al
Now,
pozo.
for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can
Encerrarlo.
imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Ahora tengo que decidir si matarlo.
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't give a
bloodshed
shit. So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope
Votar.
you aren't suggesting
Vamos a votar.
yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's
Él
going
no
to work?
recordará eso por arriba.
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
¿Cómo que yo? Que no, yo no.
sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Yo no quiero decidir eso.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Ahora me tiene que decir yo si matarlo o encerrarlo.
It's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
¿Y ahora qué decimos, tío? O sea, es que... Yo creo que... no sé.
Yes, Sheriff.
Encerrarlo, tirarlo al pozo, arrancarle la cabeza, encerrarlo, tirarlo al pozo. Arrancarle la cabeza, tirarlo al pozo. O, ¿qué era lo otro?
Right.
Teach him.
Encerrarlo. O sea, matarlo arrancándole la cabeza, tirarlo al pozo, encerrarlo. Que si lo encerramos, puede que vuelva a salir. Y al final se lía. Le voy a tirar al pozo, creo. No le voy a arrancar la cabeza. Tirarlo al pozo. No. Es que me va a tirar a mí. No he tenido ni opción de decidir.
There you are. I hope you all remember this.
El momento de que si me intento tirar a mí, tirarlo al pozo.
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
¿Cómo que no lo haré? Ah, lo de matarle. Lamento recordará eso. Ese bebé pensaba que lo iba a matar. Yo. En vez de tirarlo solo. Pero no. Lo hice.
And Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Bueno, es lo que toca. Creo que hemos terminado, ¿eh? Apartamento de lujo de Waldland. Un día después. ¿Estás llorando? Estarás llorando por el hombre torcido, ¿no?
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off?
Mira quién es.
We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
¿Gente? ¿Qué tiene el lazo? Bueno, no, ya no tienen lo de la...
Oh, Mr. Wolf?
No, la es.
Flycatcher left his keys.
Lo de lo de tirarle al lazo, ¿veis? ¿Está todo bien?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Pero no sabes cómo mola verte desde la cama. Qué guay. Qué bonito. Ahora que le escribo. No, hombre. Estos se tienen que ir a la granja al final.
I'm going. Jesus.
Pobrecitos. Se tienen que ir. O sea, no fatal. No pasa nada.
Me for fuck's
Te he
sake. I
entendido.
don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Pues me da penita que se tengan que ir.
Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Lamento todo esto, intento ayudar. No le di el dinero al final. No le dije que le iba a ayudar a encontrar dinero, pero...
Did she have to send me and my boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Come on, Colin.
Ay, el Colin también, el cerdito. Tienen que ir a la granja porque no tienen el glamour este para tener clases humanos.
I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool,
Es un regalo raro, pero
they have these
a ver si le
pouches
encantará.
that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
Me refiero a estar tumbada y escribir en móvil y tener la pantalla en el PC. La verdad es que sí, se tiene que estar bien.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Estarás más seguro allí, le voy a decir.
You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice
TJ recordará eso por arriba.
swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Aunque las letras no las veo. Ya, eso... A ver, desearía poder visitarte. Lo siento, le voy a decir lo siento. Le deberíamos haber ayudado, tío. Me da pena ahora. Le voy a dar el paquete. Pueden recordar a eso, pone arriba. Que no lo veis con mi cámara.
Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby?
Aún así no aprendes inglés si no veis las letras.
I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
Lo intentaré.
Try. Yeah, me too.
Me da pena, tío.
Saying goodbye?
Mira, Nerissa. ¿Qué dijiste? No entendí. ¿De qué? He dicho muchas cosas. Lo de que así no aprendes inglés. Ya que no lees la... No... O sea, no ves las letras.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Le voy a quitar el lazo.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just
Es un
something I
lazo
need to
solo.
do on my own.
Que ni
Okay?
siquiera se va a morir ya.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start.
Ahora es mentira todo, verás. Y hemos matado para nada.
Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna
Ah,
find
no.
a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice.
¿Cómo no me he
You have to
enterado?
understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
¿Qué fue lo que hiciste? Ah, vale, todavía no me lo ha dicho.
Go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay?
Ahora fue ella.
I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few
Ahora el hombre
years.
torcido no tuvo nada que ver.
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
¿Vendiste a tus amigas? Qué fuerte.
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Cuéntame más.
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
O sea, que fue culpa de ella que mataran a las otras. No tuvo nada que ver. El hombre
I don't know
torcido
what
no lo es...
happened, But that night at the club, Georgie
Al hombre le
came back
matan al hombre
and told
torcido
me
cuando no
things
fue el
had
que mandó
changed.
matarlas.
He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well.
Nos
you
I
said.
mintió.
know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it.
Como que... Pero...
So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true
No debiste
enough.
haber mentido. Lo dijo,
That
fue
makes
su
it
culpa.
okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. especially after that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment, so I did the only thing I could do.
No peleéis, que hoy estoy leyendo.
I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
¿Por qué?
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer,
Que no
we
riñáis.
do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith.
Hay que
or
llevarse bien.
Lily. Nobody cares about us.
Siento que hayas tenido que hacer eso.
Not really.
I'm sorry,
No lo
Narissa.
sé.
I'm sorry
No
that's
has
what it
mentido.
took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Nadie nunca es feliz. No sé, que no sé qué decir.
Out there, and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Sí, pero si ya no nos hubiera
You've been
mentido,
given this job for a reason.
no lo hubiéramos tirado al pozo, lo hubiéramos encerrado a lo mejor.
Because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
Espero haber hecho algo bien.
At least done some good here.
Nerissa recordará
You've
eso, pone.
changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Mira tu mosca de desierto. No me hace caso. Ya se lo he dicho.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Ir tras ella.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
¿Qué? A que Nerissa tiene toda la culpa. Creo. Adiós. Le mentiste sobre ver a Bella fuera de su apartamento. A Bella le prometiste que no le diría a Bestia que la viste fuera de su apartamento. La impresionaste con tu habilidad de detective. Bluebeard peleaste con él luego de la interrogación. El carnicero le ofreciste protección en la oficina de trabajo. Colin le diste un trago cuando te lo pidió. Enviaste a Colin a la granja. Esto me da mucha pena. El hombre torcido lo llevaste al pozo encantado. Lo lanzaste al pozo encantado. Payne le diste dinero luego de su pelea con el leñador. Grenlear quemaste su árbol. Olin interrumpiste el funeral de su hermano. Nerissa intentaste quitarle su lazo en la oficina de Bigby. Intentaste quitarle su lazo en tu conversación final. En Note le llevaste contigo al Trip Trap. Le mostraste la fotografía de Crane y ella. El pequeño Tim escogiste esperarlo. Y tú la apoyaste cuando no quería enviarlo a la granja. Pues sí, pero no se vio de nada. Se acabó la historia, el juego y todo. Ahora esperar a que salga el segundo juego. O sea, de Wall Among Us 2. Así que nada, hemos terminado de Wall Among Us. Espero que os haya gustado. A mí me ha gustado bastante el juego, la verdad.